Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles,
baby.
fly,
I'm out here.
as they get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Keep it up.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
MackMed, waiting! 54! It's a party now! It's a party now!
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
To throw, it's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Mahomes going to throw. Caught here by Bell. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 9 catches, 105 yards for Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl, and he likely had the biggest play of the game, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. 44-yard catch on 3rd and 15. Usually you're trying to just find enough space to get over the sticks, right? Get a 16, 18-yard gain, which is difficult in and of itself. But 44 yards on 3rd and 15. San Francisco had contained him so well throughout the game because you know what it's like with Tyreek Hill. When he catches the ball, you better surround him or he'll break a big one. Finally does it at the key point, and that starts the comeback for Kansas City. Paved the way for the first of 3 KC touchdowns in the 4th quarter.
So still a scoreless game in the 1st, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And it is incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run.
And it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Mahomes again. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 19 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Wentz to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
53 is the mark. Watch the screen.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on them.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Emmanuel Ogbah with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far, brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
You're good. You can talk to me. You're good. I'm just trying to be focused.
For him, and this one's a 1st down.
I ain't with the ball right now.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Howard. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Wentz now to throw. The quick slant caught. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They come out here in the eye.
Check.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit Pater, but they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. you've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Mahomes now to throw. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes will bring him up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
What's up?
Mahomes to throw once more. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD, for Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for a Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
From the 39, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. On first down, they run with Howard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
2 parties. It was 2 parties. One out west, one on the south side.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
The neighbors.
Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Mahomes will try again on second down. Gets this one to Hill.
So
they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. He is going to find Hill here. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And again, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now Wentz, and he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They'll run. It's Sanders. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Here we go, 3rd and time on both sides.
I'm going back to you.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game to the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter
so you want to do that to yourself? You want to embarrass yourself?
Got to be careful, and
Hey,
sometimes
you want to embarrass yourself, Pico, already?
That you end up running yourself into an error.
Watch out, Pico. Don't embarrass yourself.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll look to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. They complete it to Hill. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the eye. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
We playing.
Hey, 57, 57.
Hey, Ken, who you playing, cuz?
Back to throw. Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
57 exit. 57's the mic. Watch 57. You.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
All right, go ahead, play Nikki. It's cool. Play Nikki then. Play Nikki. I'll come back to you, AZ. For sure. Good game. That shit hurt me. That hurt me right there.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one,
Don't worry about me.
today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now,
who free? Pico, you free? You free, Pico? You just call me out. Who free? Johnny? Any of y'all niggas? Y'all free? Hey, cuz, you free, cuz? Cuz, you free? Hey, cuz, you free? Hey, Kenny, you free? Oh, okay. Alright. Who's that? Who just said that? Kenny, that's you? Alright. I'm gonna give me a shot then. I'll be back. Anybody free? You free, cuz? What did you say, Kenny?
So I accept my challenge from Chantel. So this is what I'm drinking. I'm taking a shot of. Okay. Girl. Whew. So I accept my challenge from Chantel. So this is what I'm drinking. I'm taking a shot of. Okay. So I accept my challenge from Chantel. So this is what I'm drinking. I'm taking a shot of. Okay. Girl. Whew.
Y'all killing me with these fake ass push-ups. I'm gonna show y'all how to do a real push-up. Oh, so listen, it don't fucking move. Look, I'm not doing that right now.
The whole damn field, I'ma get lazy.
I feel like that challenge me at that 3 in the morning, you hear me?
No.
Hey, who free? Who's that? Who said that? Who said that free? Hey, who said that free? You said what? I can't hear you. Saying that Johnny Man? Okay, Johnny Man.